Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to Lady V Stitches. In today's class, we'll be learning how to make this beautiful corset gown with yoke. So these are my material. These are what I'll be using for my corset gown. I have my lace here. I have my fabric here and my breast cup that I'll be using for my corset. So and my lining. So this is my lining I'll be using, my corset and my bony. So this is what I'll be using for my corset. So guys, let's start our cutting. So I've gone ahead and I've taken some basic measurements. So my shoulder to chest line, my bust point, my under bust, my half length, and I added 2 inches joining allowance. So from my shoulder to my bust, chest line is 8 inches, my bust point 10, under bust 13.5, half length 16, and I added 2 inches joining allowance. So now take my shoulder measurement. My shoulder 16 divided by 2, I have my 8 inches there. Then I'll take my straight ruler and I will draw a straight line from my shoulder to my chest point. Then I'll draw it straight. Then after that, I'll take my bust measurement 36 divided by 4, that's 9 inches. So I have my 9 inches there. Then I will divide my armhole line. I'll divide it into 2 and I'll mark half of it this way. I will mark half of it. Then I'll come in by half inches. Come in by half inches there, and I'll take my curve ruler. Let me connect it. So now we'll form our armhole. Now I'll take my neck measurement. The neck measurement I'm using 3 inches. Then I'll go to my shoulder line. I'll come down by 1 inch for our shoulder slant. 1 inches for our shoulder slant. Then I'll connect it from my neckline, from my shoulder slant to my neckline. My neckline here is 3 inches. 3 inches. I have my 3 inches there. Take my straight ruler and I'll connect it from my neck to my shoulder slant. So now I'll go to my under bust. I will take my nipple to nipple measurement. So my nipple to nipple is 8 inches. 8 inches divided by 2, I have my 4 inches here. I have my 4 inches there. And I'll go to my under bust. I will take the same 4 inches. I'll go to my half length. I'll take the same 8 inches. Then I'll go to my chest point. I'll mark the same 4 inches. Sorry, 4 inches. Then I'll take my straight ruler and I will connect it straight like this. I'll take for 4 inches from my chest point, bust point, under bust, half length. Then I'll connect it into a straight line. So I'll come to my under bust. I will take 1 inches from both sides. I will take 1 inches from this side. I'll go to the other side. I will take 1 inches. Then I'll come to my waistline. I will take 1 inches here, 1 inches here. Then I'll take my straight ruler. I will connect it straight. Take my straight ruler and I will connect a straight line like this. I'll go to the other side. I will do the same thing. I'll connect a straight line like so. Then I'll go to my bust point. I will come down by half inches. From my bust point, I'll come down by half inches like this. I'll come down by half inch. So from there, I'll take my curve ruler. I'll connect it. From that half inches that I came down with, I'll connect it to that 1 inches at my bust, under bust. So I'll go to the other side. I'll do the same thing. I'll connect it so. So now I'll come to my I'll take my, okay, I'll go to my shoulder now. I'll divide my shoulder into two. Remember, my neckline is, neck width is 3, so what is remaining is 5 inches. So I'll divide that 5 inches into 2. Then I'll mark half of it, which is 2.5. So from that 2.5, I'll connect it back to my chest point, like so. 2.5, I'll connect it back to my chest point, as you can see. So now what I'll take next is to take my, I'll take my neck measurement, the depth I want it to be. So I'm working with 9 inches. I want the neck depth to be 9 inches. So this is my 9 inches. So from that 9 inches that I mark, I will come in by half inches. These half inches I'm taking, you know, the gap we do have between our corsets. So when I open it, it will be 1 inches, but on fold it will be half inches. So it depends on how wide you want it. If you want it wide, you can make it 1. So when you open it, it will be 2. For me, I'm using half. Then from there, I'll take my curve ruler. I will connect it from that 1 inches from under my bust. I'll connect it to that half inches, like so. Hope you guys understand. So now I'll go to my chest point there. I will come up by 1.5. From my chest point, I will go up by 1.5. I will mark my 1.5 this way. I will mark it so. So after that, I will give it a curve. Let me use my curve ruler. So from here, I come up by 1.5. So now I'll take my curve ruler and I'll connect it from this side. I'll connect it to that 1.5 I went up with from my chest point. I'll connect it this way. So now, as you can see, our corset is forming. So now to take the second cup, to take our second cup, now to take our second cup, this gap here between my, this gap here, this gap I have here, this from here to here, I will divide it into 2. I will divide it into 2 and I will mark half of it like this. I'll divide it into 2 and I'll mark half of it so. So now I'll take my curve ruler. I will curve it from there to that 1 inches from my underbust. So I will curve it this way. From half of this side, I will curve it to that 1 inches in my underbust, as you can see. So now I'll come to that 1 inches. So I'll come to my underbust, sorry. My underbust, I will go down by half inches. I will mark half inches here. I have my half inches there. Then I'll take my straight ruler and I will connect it. I will draw a straight line. So now from that 1.5 inches I went up with, I will curve it to that half inches that is under my chest point, like so. I will connect it like this. So now for my corset, to tighten our corset, I will take 1 inches from both sides. I will take 1 inches here and I'll go to the other side. I will take 1 inches there too. So from there, from my bust point, I'll connect it back to that 1 inches. From my bust point this way, from my bust point, I'll connect it to that 1 inches. I'll connect it so, and I'll go to the other side. I will do the same thing. I'll connect it from my bust point. I'll connect it to that 1 inches. Then I'll connect it so. So now what I'll do now is to make sure they are equal, because I'll be joining the two together. So from that side, I will measure it so to make sure they are the same length. So I'll measure it this way. From here to my bust point, I'll measure it. Whatever I have there, I'll make sure it's the same thing I have at the other side. So I have 3.7 there. So I'll measure it here. Okay, I have the same thing, 3.7. So if it is not up to, I will have to add to it so that when joining it, I will not have shortage. So now I'll shade this area that we are cutting out. So now what's next now is to take our body measurement. I will take my body measurement before cutting out my yoke. So now I'll take my body measurement. My bust is 36. So 36 divided by 4, I have 9 inches. I have my 9 inches here. And this 1 inches, this 1 inches here and 1 inches here, making 2 inches. I will replace it back. So I'll put my 2 inches here and I added 2 inches joining allowance for our sewing. Then I'll go to my waist. My waist is 30. 30 divided by 4, 7.5. I have my 7.5 there. I will mark my 7.5 and I'll add that 2 inches. And after that, I will add 2 inches, another 2 inches for my joining allowance. Then I'll take my ruler and I'll connect it so now we're through with our corset. I'll go out. What is left is for us to cut it out. So now I'll take my scissors and I will cut it out. So as you can see, I've cut it out. So this is my corset. So let me label it. I have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, so that when joining it we won't get confused. So now I will take my neck. I've not cut my neck, so let me cut out my neck from my yoke. So the neck I'm using for my width, I'm using 3 inches. 3 inches, and the depth I'm using 4 inches. 3 inches by 4 inches. Then I'll take my curve ruler and I will curve it this way. And I'll take my scissors and I'll cut it out now. So now that's it. So this is our corset. You can see how beautiful it is. It's very easy. Just take your time and follow the process. You will get it. So now we'll put it aside and we'll cut our back pattern. So now this is my back pattern. This is my zipper allowance. Though it won't be having zip, well, I've just put that for illustration. So now I've taken my basic measurement. From my shoulder to my chest point is 8 inches here. So my waistline and 2 inches allowance I added. So now I'll take my shoulder measurement. My shoulder is 16 divided by 2. I'll mark my 8 inches there. Take my ruler, connect a straight line from my shoulder to my chest point. Then I'll take my bust measure. I will divide my armhole line into 2 and I'll mark half of it. Then take my bust measurement, 9 inches, 36 divided by 4. Then I'll take my curve ruler and I will connect it. I'll connect it so. So now I'll take my neck measurement. I'll come down by 1 inches for my shoulder slant and take my neck measurement, 3 inches. So now I will connect it from my neckline, 3 inches neckline. I will connect it to that 1 inches shoulder slant. So now I will connect it this way. So now I will take my dart measurement. I'll take my dart measurement. So the dart measurement I'm using by nipple to nipple measurement. I'm using my nipple to nipple measurement. So I'm using 8 divided by 2, 4 inches. I have my 4 inches there. Then I'll take my 4 inches there again, my chest point, I'll take 4 inches, and I'll take my straight ruler. I will connect it straight like so. So after that, I will take half inches from both sides. I'll take half inches here, half inches here. Then I'll take my straight ruler and I'll connect it so. I'll go to the other side. I will do the same thing. I'll connect it so. Then I'll take my neck measurement, 2 inches by 3. Though this is not my actual neck, but I'll just taking it now. The neck I'll be using is form of V-neck because it will have a yoke. I will cut out the yoke. So now I'll take my body measurement, 9 inches 2 plus 2 inches joining allowance. My waist 30. 30 divided by 4, 7.5. I have my 7.5 here. And I'll add 1 inches for my darts and 2 inches for my joining allowance. Then I'll take my ruler and I'll connect it. Let me connect it so. So now I'll take my, let me cut it out now. If you notice that our darts did not get to the, our dart only stop at my waistline, because it will, this allowance, these 2 inches I added is just for allowance, so my dart will not reach that side. That's why my dart only stop at my waistline. So now we are through. Let me cut out my zipper allowance. Remember I told you early that is not, we won't be needing it. So now let me take my neckline. So from that 3 inches, I will draw a straight line, V-neck, form of V-neck to my chest point. Now let me cut out my zipper because it's not having zip. It's not having zip. So now I will cut it out like this. I'll cut out the zipper allowance because we are not needing it. It's not having a zipper. So now let me cut out my V-neck. So now I will cut out my yoke now. I'll cut out my yoke this way. So now I've cut out my yoke. So remember, this our back is on. We've cut out our zipper allowance. So after then, I'll still go in. I will still cut out 2 inches for the opening at the back. So I will go in and I'll mark to 2 inches. When we open it, it will be 4 inches. If you don't want yours to be wide, you can make it 1.5. So when you open it, it will be 3 inches. But I want mine to be a little bit wide. So I'm taking to 2 inches. So these 2 inches, I'll take 2 inches. I'll take my straight ruler and I'll connect it. So these 2 inches, we are still cutting it out for the, so that the back will be open. So now I'll still cut these 2 inches out. So now I've cut these 2 inches out. Now we are not needing it. So now this is how it will look. So this is how it will be. So this way, okay, I think is this way, and the opening will be there. So that will be the opening. It will be wider than this. So now this is where I will place my eyelets. And these are my yoke. So now we're through with our back pattern. I use it to cut out on my fabric. So now I've used my pattern paper and I've cut it out on my fabric. And I've added interface to it, as you can see. I added my interface to it. Hope you can see it. So I cut it out and I still cut out my lining to it. And I added my half inches joining allowance. Remember, while cutting it, always add half inches for your joining allowance. So this middle one too, I did the same thing. I added half inches joining allowance to it round. As you can see, I added my half inches joining allowance to it. Let's put this pattern paper aside. So now these are my cups. Our cup. So this is 1, 2, and number 3 and 4. Let me unpin it now. So I cut it out on my fabric and I added gum stay to it. So this is my lining too. And this is the first and the second. I did the same thing. I add gum stay to it and I cut out my lining. And I added one inch, half inch. I added half inches to it too for our joining allowance. So this is my yoke also. This is the yoke also. So this is my yoke. So this is my yoke also. I did the same thing. I add half inches for our joining allowance. Don't forget, always add half inches. Add your joining allowance to it. So now let's put this pattern paper aside. So now I did the same thing for the back. And this is my channel that will be inciting my bony too. I cut 1.5 and I add gum stay to it and I fold it this way. So now put this aside. So now I did the same thing. I cut out my back, as you can see. So this is my that. So this is my back, both the back. And I cut out my lining for it also. So now after sewing it, I will take my that measurement and I'll add bony to it. Then I'll put my eyelets there. So this is my yoke for the back also. My yoke for the back also. So now I add my joining allowance to it. So this is it. So now let's put our pattern paper aside. And this is my lining for the back. This is my lining for the back. So now take it to my sewing machine. I will join it and I'll come and show you guys. So now these are our corsets. I've joined it out. You'll see how beautiful our corset is looking already. You can see how beautiful it's looking already. And this is my back pattern. I added gum stay to it and I've taken my dart measurements for the both side. As you can see, I take my dart. So this is my yoke for the back. I've turned the neck, I've turned it. So this is my yoke for the back also. This is my yoke for the back. And this is what I'll be using to cover the opening at the back. So the 4 inches. So this is what I'll be using to cover my opening at the back. So this is it. So this is it. This is how you place it. So this is where I will put my eyelets there. So this is how it will be after putting my eyelets at that side. And now this is my lining that I'll be using to turn it in. So this is my lining that I'll be using. So I will use my lining to turn my inner. I'll use my lining to turn it inside like this. So this is how I'll use my lining to turn it before joining it to my back. I hope you find this video helpful. If yes, please subscribe to our channel.
And
Bye.
the front yoke. So this is the front yoke. You see how beautiful is it? So now we'll continue the sewing in another video. See you guys. Bye.